boys and girls, Ken Smith Fishing. So, this is a really quick video. I did not get a chance to do the spark drawing, by the way. We did have a beautiful, healthy new baby boy this week. Landon David Smith has joined us. And we're super excited to have a new to the crew this week. So, we got two little boys in the house. And I can't wait to when they can both hold a rod and reel and we can all go fishing together. So thanks for all the well wishes. I know a lot of you, a whole bunch of y'all texted me and emailed me and Facebook me, and I really appreciate that. And everybody's healthy, and we're truly blessed by the good Lord. So I didn't get a chance to do the spark drawing earlier this week, so I want to do the spark drawing today. But I want to talk about a couple things. So if you didn't see it a couple of weeks ago, I can't tell you guys how great this company is to work with. I really don't think, to my knowledge, there's been a company, a non-endemic company, come in and sponsor the fishing industry like these guys have. So we've got Bass Champs this weekend on Amistad Saturday. Nobody won money in the last one, so there's 4,000 Saturday and another 2,000 Sunday. So if nobody wins it Saturday, it's 6,000 Sunday. It'll go to the highest finishing top 10 finisher in each event, 4,000 Saturday, 2,000 Sunday, or if nobody wins Saturday, 6 Sunday. That is either a Spark Energy customer, but as we talked about a couple of weeks ago, a bunch of you guys couldn't do that because you live in areas that only offer co-ops, so you don't have the choice to choose. So for only 75 bucks, you can join Spark Fishing. There'll be somebody at the drawing Friday night where you can do that. Or you can go on www.sparkfishing.com and do that, and it makes you eligible for all the prizes. So that's coming up this next weekend. I don't know if you all can see my screen or not, but I've not talked much about this, and I need to make sure everybody understands what we're doing here. So there's also 9 big bass tournaments going on right now. For anybody that's a Spark customer or who joins Spark Fishing on those lakes, Rayburn, Cedar Creek, it's on your screen right there. Ray Roberts, Conroe, Toledo Bend, Palestine, Falcon, Fork, or Amistad. The biggest fish that gets caught in those lakes this year that's entered into Share Lunker program, which means it has to be at least an 8-pounder and is certified as a 8-pounder or bigger. The biggest fish at the end of the year from each of those lakes wins 2,000 bucks of Spark money. Now, there's 9 lakes that we're doing this on. And right now, leading at Sam Rayburn is a guy named Ken Smith, who caught a 1056. That is Share Lunker number 2307. And I've already won. That Ken Smith is this Ken Smith, by the way, if you hadn't figured that out from the big sheepish grin. I already won $500, because remember, you win $250 for an 8 plus, you win $500 for a 10 plus, or you win $1,000 for a 13 plus. So I've already won 500 bucks. And here's how easy these guys are to work with. So we agreed early in the year that we didn't want to let guys just cash on this, because a guy goes to Falcon this summer or gets on a deep bite at any one of these lakes, you could catch 10 or 15 8-pounders. So we limited it to 1 fish per guy, per household. But then I thought, what if a guy caught an 8-pounder and got it approved at Share Lunker, but thought he might catch a 10-pounder later this year? So I talked to the Spark folks, and they said, well, that's easy, we'll fix that. So here's what they decided to do. So if you put it in for an 8-pounder, and you win your 250 bucks, and you come back later and catch a 10-pounder, they'll pay you another $250. They'll true you up to what you would have won for your biggest fish. So if I go out and catch a 13-pounder sometime this year, they're going to, and enter it in the Share Lunker and get it approved, they're going to pay me another 500 bucks. I cannot tell you how much fun these guys are to work with. So the other lakes right now, the leader at Cedar Creek is nobody. Nobody's entered a single fish. At Ray Roberts, none, nobody. At Conroe, they're not a fish. At Toledo Bend, not even somebody from LSU. That's amazing. Palestine, seriously, how many? There was a 15-pounder caught on Palestine this year. Nobody has joined the Spark Fishing program or signed up for Spark Energy and even weighed an 8-pounder to be leading for that $2,000 big bass. Falcon, I mean, you cull 8-pounders at Falcon sometimes. Fork, that's like a gimme putt golf game, right? You go to Fork, catch a great big slot fish, it's an 8 or 9-pounder. And Amistad, by the way, this weekend, nobody. Now, remember, So to get approved for ShareLunker, and you can download an app on your phone. I think I've got it on my phone actually. It's on here, but you won't be able to see it. But there's an app on here that takes you step by step. You measure the fish, you weigh the fish, you got to have pictures, or you weigh it in a tournament that publishes the results online, which is what I did, by the way. I just sent ShareLunker a screenshot of me with the 1056 at Rayburn in the bass champs tournament. Said, hey, look, I caught this fish. Bang, I was approved. So even if somebody catches a 12-pounder at Amistad this weekend, if you've got one you think's 8 or bigger, weigh it. Again, assuming you're a Spark customer or you've joined Spark Fishing, and you can be leading at Amistad this weekend. I'll be real surprised if somebody doesn't lead at Amistad this weekend. As you can see, we basically doubled our entries in the last, say, week and a half, and it's going to continue because there's a bunch of money on the line. But this is crazy. We got 8 big bass tournaments going on, and I'm the only person who's weighed a fish. By the way, I don't mind if I win Rayburn. I'll be surprised if I win Rayburn. I think somebody will catch a much bigger fish than that sometime later this year in this program. But right now, I'm in pretty good shape. I've won 500 and now I've already got that money. And I've got another 2,000 hanging around out there. So anyway, so let's do the Spark drawing this week. I can't tell you again how much fun it is working with these guys. And I thought you guys might want to win a little more money this week. So let's take that ticket right there. Look at there. Randy Millender out of Teague, Texas. Randy is a really, really, really good deep fisherman. Gosh, Randy, this is going to date you and I, but I remember you caught a ginormous stringer on Richland Chambers. Golly, that was probably in the really early 90s. I'll never forget that. You were throwing a worm on 12-pound line out on the main lake point. But Randy's a great fisherman. I'm really pleased to see Randy win that money. I actually don't know Randy that well, but that's pretty cool. So good fisherman, probably in this trying to win a little bit of money, and look at there, he already has. So that's my report for this week. Matter of fact, I want to show you guys something before we go. I put this, and I get nothing for this, by the way. Oh, one more thing before I go there. Bear with me. I just remembered this. So if you don't get on the lake this weekend and you're in Houston and you happen to get to the 46th Annual Houston Fishing Expo, Spark will have a booth there. Go by and meet those folks. Tell them thank you. Sign up if you haven't. Tell them thank you for supporting the fishing industry. Again, they're really into it for the long haul, and I'm so excited to be affiliated with them. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that. And by the way, I will get a picture up of the new addition to the Smith family somewhere in the near future. But I haven't got anything cleared with his publicist yet, so I'll talk to him, or her, excuse me. But I do want to show you this. I recorded this several weeks ago. This was something that was on my Christmas list. Remember, I posted some videos in the fall, and I asked for, I said kind of this is some stuff either I have or I'd like to get. And my sister bought these for me. And what makes me, so these are Frog Togs covers for your shoes. And I'll show you what they look like in the video. I gotta share this with y'all. So this was on my Christmas list, and I don't get anything from these guys, but on my Christmas list, I put those Frog Togs, what do you want to call them? I don't know, foot covers, boot covers, and that's them. And so I got out here today, they Velcro up the back, they go over your foot. I got out here today without my boots, and it started raining. I didn't want to get my tennis shoes wet, and it's too cold to go barefooted. I put these things on. It's the first time I've used them. And I gotta tell you, I love them. My feet are dry. Actually, they cut the wind down, and they go right down to the ground. I mean, they're slick. They're either $20 or $40. I can't remember which. I got them for Christmas. My sister bought them. Thank you, Kathy. But I love them. So that's not a bad idea to have in the boat for exactly what happened to me today. I got out here without my boots. It started raining, and I didn't want to get my feet wet. So you might check them out. But what I'm going to tell you is, so I don't like having my boots in the boat in the summertime, but I have discovered that I'm going to need to fish in tennis shoes more than flip-flops, because I'm going to eventually break my neck in flip-flops. So I don't like getting my tennis shoes wet. So these are super cool to have in the boat. They're just in a box. They don't weigh anything. They don't get in the way. And the days I've worn these, my feet stayed 100% dry, and I love them because I still have the grippy part on the bottom of my tennis shoes. I'll also tell you co-angler guys, for those days when you're going to fish in somebody else's boat, tournament day or otherwise, and you don't want to wear your boots, but there's a chance of rain, man, this is like sticking a pair of socks in your bag. It takes up no room. I don't remember the price. I'll put it at the bottom of the screen right there, but it's not very much. It's just a great gift for yourself. And my sister gave them to me, and I've worn them 5 or 6 times, and I keep meaning to mention them, and I kept forgetting to do it, so there you go. But Frog Togs, I'll put a link to Frog Togs below where you can get those. Again, I don't have any affiliation with Frog Togs, but when I see a product I like, I want to share it with you guys, as you guys have done with me. By the way, I love those when you guys say, man, check this out, and I get a lot of those, so please keep those coming. So next week will be hopefully part 2 of the propeller video. That's going to be really, really interesting. Got some great comments on the forward imaging videos. If you've not seen those, I'll post another one of those to the first one right there so y'all can check those out. And y'all hear Landon talking to me in there. So I am a little sleepy. We got about an hour, 2 hours sleep last night, and I got more than Sarah did. So if I said something dumb in this, y'all please forgive me. Any of you who have or have had little bitty babies understand what sleep deprivation will do to you. But we'll hopefully be back on the lake in the next few weeks. I got a couple of boat reviews left to do, and I'm about to buy a boat, guys. I'm pretty sure I know what I want, so I'll follow up on that as well. So thanks for tuning in, as always, and hopefully I'll see you guys back on the water really, really soon. Thanks, guys.